Okay, guys, Chapter 2, we're going to talk about inequalities. In Chapter 1, we were talking about that when two expressions have the same value, you put one in front of the other and in between the sign equals. That's when we talk about an equation. Now, there are situations when we are going to compare two values or two expressions, but they don't have the same size. In this case, we're going to talk about an inequality when that happens. Now, in the case of equalities or equations, we used the symbol equals whenever we compared that, or whenever we had the situation when two expressions had the same size. In the case of inequalities, we're not going to use just one. We're going to use four different ones. So I'm going to start this example and then using one of those four values or signs that we use in the case of inequalities. We have the following statement. The temperature in Sweden is at least 10 degrees below zero or negative 10 Celsius. Okay? So the way we write this is we're going to take into account a whole set of temperatures. It's not just one value, because we can say that what are the values that are at least 10 degrees below zero? Well, you can think about negative 9 or 9 below, negative 8, negative 7, negative 4, and so on. So it's not just one possible value that satisfies this condition or this situation. So I could say that the temperature, and I'm going to use letter T in case of our statement, the temperature is at least. It means that it can be 10 degrees or higher than that. All right? So I can say that the temperature can be higher or equals, all right, to negative 10. So this is the way I write this inequality, that the temperature is at least because it's greater than that or can be equal to negative 10 degrees. Now, how do you write that? That's the way we do it in inequality. How do you graph that on the number line? Well, the values where t can be satisfied are all, and if you take into account the reference number, which is negative 10, are all those numbers that are to the right of it because they're all greater than negative 10. But I can also say that I can include negative 10 because of this equal sign in here. So it means that the solution to this inequality is that I can include 10, negative 10, and any number to the right of it. So this is the way you graph this kind of a statement that is also written as an inequality algebraically, and it can also be graphed.